So why don't you tell me about the whole transplant process?
So you know about and think you're prepared for the call when all the materials that you receive tell you about what to expect when you finally do receive the phone call for the transplant. But when you receive that call and you have the doctor on the other end letting you know that a kidney has become available for you, are you able to come in tomorrow? I was shaking. I didn't know what to think about it. I like I said, thought I was prepared. I said, yes, let's do it. But after I hung up, I just sat there for a moment thinking to myself, like, what's happening? Like, how is this gonna look?
Yeah, when Alan called me after he got the call from St. Paul's, you know, you would think you would be just jumping up and down with joy and just utter jubilation, but I gotta say, I was quite scared. I was worried. Around that time, a close friend of mine, he had gone through a cardiac transplant, and he had received his second heart, actually. And through the operation, he never woke up. So thinking that my brother was also going to go through something very similar, in a major surgery, he's going to get a transplant, he's going to be put under. As much as I was happy to hear he got the call, I was also, all these thoughts were racing through my mind because I had almost an identical conversation with my friend. He said, I got the call from St. Paul's, I'm going down right away. And he was excited. And I remember like him and I were texting back and forth leading up to the surgery. And the last question I asked him was, hey, how's it going? And I never got a response. So that was kind of weighing on my mind. Obviously, my family was very happy. Part of me was happy, but I did express to Alan that I was worried. You know, and he's a trooper. He's like, you know what, we're gonna do everything we can, right? Like, this is what we've been waiting for. I've been on dialysis for however many years, and this is what I need to do next. So we're gonna go in understanding the risks. And I think when he said that kind of stuff to me, I just felt a lot more relieved, reassured. Because at the end of the day, it's his experience, but as family members, you want to support. It was a combination of excitement, combination of significant nerves and fear. But I'm just very happy that it worked out for Alan. Unfortunately, it did not work out for my other friends, but that's the risk that transplants come with, right? It was a bit of a challenge processing that when I first got the phone call.
So the following day, early in the morning, I went to the hospital and prepared for the transplant. It included very minimal liquids, a fair bit of testing to ensure that there were no last-minute bugs that might affect the success of the transplant and the surgery. And it was not until late in the evening, about 4 a.m., when I was informed that the surgical theater is ready, the organ is ready, and I was wheeled downstairs. I think I was at work, and I haven't really had the opportunity to look at my personal phone during my day, but that day, or those couple of days, I kept it with me everywhere. Waking up was it was a dreamlike state, obviously, partly due to the drugs. The anesthetic was still wearing off, and but at the same time, it was the realization that the surgery was over, and I was still there. There was no complications. When Alan sent me a text message after he got out, I was so relieved. I was so relieved, so happy, and it seemed like he was no worse off for wear, really. He was quite normal. We chatted on the phone, and we were just so happy. And so I sat in the come-down ward for a couple of hours, and in that time, I just felt this overwhelming relief. I think just given what had happened with my friend, I was just so relieved and so grateful, so thankful that he was up and about his own wits, and he had made it through. It wasn't quite over yet, because obviously I had to heal from the transplant, but at least it was over, and that, from what the surgeon said, it was a huge success.
Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by Kidney Plugged In. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and while you're at it, don't kidney around, hit that subscribe button right now. It helps us out a ton. If you want to check out the next part in the series, click here. If you'd like to watch other inspiring and heartwarming patient stories, well then slide on over here. Cheers, and we'll see you next time on Kidney Plugged In.